All right, Rossi, pull up those women's Elimination Chamber betting odds. You got them up for us, buddy?
I do. Starting from the furthest, we got Tiffany Stratton at plus 2,500. Yeah, you people that are into betting, you bet $100 on Tiffany Stratton, you get a $2,500 win.
Oh, wow. All right, so Tiffany Stratton beat Zelina Vega to qualify for the Elimination Chamber here. Now, should Tiffany Stratton be the least favorite or the biggest underdog here? Uh, Perhaps. I would say it's definitely a fresh match for her to face Rhea, but it's a weird option right here. But I would say out of these six women, I think Naomi should probably be the least favorite or the farthest away from the favorite. So I would think that's true, but I think Tiffany's totally fine here in the sixth slot. A good moment for her. I could see her going out first, actually, or I could see her getting a rub and going all the way to the end.
Yeah, I could see her getting into some sort of a feud out of this, whether it's Bianca or Naomi. Maybe Naomi makes the most sense. I guess that depends on what to do with everybody else, but she should get some shine in this. Maybe eliminate somebody. This is her first like main roster pay-per-view other than the Rumble. So it'd be cool to get her some high spots, maybe a cool moonsault off the top of the pod or something.
Yeah, just the way that she was built on SmackDown last week.
She's the only heel, too.
Yeah, she's the only heel. I can see her kind of trying to be like arrogant and whatever and having all the babyface team up on her and kind of getting her out sooner than later after she has an impressive run. So that's a good spot for Tiffany. Who's the fifth?
That would be Naomi at plus 2,000.
All right, so same thing. You bet 100, you win 2,000. I think this is fair. Her, Stratton are probably the least two. I think she's in a good spot. She'll have a decent spot at Mania, just returning. What do you think of her new entrance music? Is it not amazing?
The old one was cooler, but it's the same vibe, I guess.
Yeah, I like how she spells her name and the visual of it. It's pretty cool. And like you said, the vibe is similar. Is it the old Naomi song, "Amazing" or whatever? Is that a CFO song and they don't want to re-talk in it or something like that?
Yeah, it seems like they're getting everybody that, unless it's like an iconic theme, they're giving people new ones.
Low key, her kind of was iconic. It definitely helped to connect with her character, but this one it will probably grow on us and won't be too bad. But either way, she's the least likely to win, in my opinion. Again, she'll probably have a few good spots. The Chambers matches always kind of surprise me from a quality standpoint. Yeah, I think she'll have a great spot. I would probably start her first. I think she's a good candidate to start first with probably like a Bianca.
Is this the first one?
No, because I definitely know in the inaugural tag team one in 2019 for the tag team champion, she was with Carmella. Has she been in a singles one? I don't think she was in the one where Shayna ran roughshod. I don't think so in 2020. And the other than that, I'm really not sure.
Gotcha. Yeah. Cool.
All right. Who's fourth?
Fourth would be Liv Morgan at plus 1,000.
Low key, she should be third.
In reality, she should probably be second because the story fits with Rhea the most with her as opposed to Becky. You know, honestly, the story with Liv is actually probably more prevalent than with Becky, but they've done a good job on TV kind of preparing Becky for that. You know, that being
this is definitely her floor from a betting odds standpoint. I could definitely see her being second, like you said. It's a good spot for her. I'd put her name in the ring on the top as like a top 3 candidate here. This is where we're kind of starting to get out of the weeds of like, yeah, definitely not. I could definitely see Liv Morgan having a great showing, of course. I would start her versus Naomi, even though I think Belair would be the better option. But I could see Naomi and Liv start going in there and starting this off for sure. I would definitely go final 3 with her. I don't know if she needs to go final 2 because I think the final 2 has a chance to be epic, really.
Yeah.
When we get there, we'll get there. But I think she's in a really good spot. What do you think of her since returning?
Yeah, I mean, she's only really had the one match, right? I mean, but her promos have been good. They've been pointed. It's going to be interesting where they deflect her character after she doesn't win this, because obviously it's been all about revenge and getting back to Rhea. But she did play up on Raw that she was former tag partners with Raquel too, so that might maybe play into Stratton's elimination, you know.
Yeah, and let me catch up here. Naomi qualified by defeating Alba Fyre, and Liv Morgan qualified by beating Zoe Starks.
I wouldn't be shocked to see Liv maybe turn heel in this match too.
Oh, really? Why's that?
Because she's kind of got that edge to her. Like, she's looking for revenge, And if she loses, maybe she gets eliminated and like snaps and beats the shit out of Raquel or something. I could see that. I just feel like with 5 baby faces and a heel, there's going to be some sort of, at least someone working with attitude. Let's put it that way.
Okay, little shades of gray from the Liv Morgan. I see that. All right, who's third?
Third would be Raquel at plus 800.
All right, that makes sense. So she's pretty closer to. I bet you she's closer to Liv than Bianca for second. Raquel qualified last Monday night on Raw, winning the Battle Royal.
Yeah, she looked good too. The first time she's been around for a few months, and she had the what was it, eczema or something.
Yeah, did you see those pictures in that video that she posted of her journey? It was really sad, honestly.
Yeah, pretty funky. Yeah, but I think she's somebody that would probably be in a really good spot for this Mania if that didn't happen. So she probably wasn't able to make it back for the Rumble, but this fits. And with a show like this, I think her and Bianca are obviously the muscle of this match, but I mean, she's going to be positioned to do more of those like big body spots. So she should have a good showing in this.
Yeah, if I was booking this, I'd send her in last. Let her just kind of come in, probably get an elimination and just kind of rough shot and shine her up really, really strong. I like her a lot. I don't think her time right now is with Rhea. So I think
maybe SummerSlam.
That's not a good one, but I think that's a good one. But I think that for sure if betting odds wise, I'd put her Liv in front of her. And honestly, I might put her closer to Naomi from like a value standpoint, like 1,500 really. I might flip her or Stratton too, and go Naomi, Raquel, Stratton, Liv. But
yeah.
I don't make the odds. We're not bookies over here. All right, so
yeah.
Can you imagine running a wrestling bookie? Being a wrestling bookie. All right, give me Liv for 20. Can I parlay Liv with the Grayson Waller effect going over 15 minutes? Can I do that? No. Yeah, ridiculous. All right, who is the second favorite to win this match?
Bianca Belair at plus 500.
Oh, wow. That high. Okay, wow. So, yeah, Becky is a significant favorite. But, yeah, Belair, she's the biggest star, if not the second biggest star in this match. 2 years ago, she won this to face Becky. So, yeah. So, she's a generational superstar, really. She's awesome. Real quick, on her future, how much of a future can you see as her as a babyface? You think she has much more teeth to sink into there, or do you think that she would benefit from kind of a heel turn?
With the reality show, it's probably not happening anytime soon.
It's over though, unless there's a season 2.
Yeah, true. I mean, obviously she would have fit in good with the Lashley group. I mean, that Lashley group might be a washout when all is said and done.
It might be a turd. Yeah,
B-Fab, she's B-Fab still, so it is what it is. But I don't know. I think that she was a great heel in NXT. So whenever they pull the trigger on that, it would make sense.
Jane Cena over there.
Yeah, I mean, it's when Bayley's a babyface champion, then you go to it. But that's a feud that's so drawn out that I don't even know if that would be the time to do it. Maybe we get her over to Raw. And she ends up in a feud with Rhea, and Rhea's going to be a natural baby, so that might be the time to do it.
Yeah, I was just curious your thoughts on that. But here's the thing: you can't do it just to do it. If you with someone like her, it needs to be impactful. It has to have purpose, and there has to be future plans with it. So
and her character,
you can't roll that out because it's stale.
Her character with the EST, that definitely plays out more as a heel character anyways. Cocky, conceited. It's worked as a baby better than I thought it ever would because she's been able to deliver in ring. But, I mean, her promos are kind of lame. You know what I mean? They fit better when they're heel.
Yeah. All right, so let me just throw one case and one scenario out there. Last year we saw Rhea Ripley win the Royal Rumble. And when she called out Charlotte, you're like, there was no leaks of that. That was a complete swerve. That was out of the blue. We figured that she was going Belair. They were on the same brand. We figured it was Belair versus Rhea in that dream match. They've kept them together. They flirted at the Royal Rumble, but they've been separated ever since. And WrestleMania 39 is the right time to do that with Rhea Ripley winning the Royal Rumble. And then she picks Charlotte. Is this the opportunity that we get that match? Because last year, right after WrestleMania, that we had the face-off with them too. And then they went in their separate ways. Is it time? Like, I understand that Becky Lynch versus Rhea Ripley is a mega match. There's no doubt about that. Low-key, it could main event WrestleMania night one. But, and I'm just bringing up the past because in the past, Triple H has thrown, I don't want to say monkey wrenches because the plan with Triple H, but he doesn't throw red herrings, or he does a really good job of skewing what he's doing. Could we be getting Bianca Belair versus Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania 40 and Becky's down the line somewhere else?
I mean, either way, they're big matches, right? Like Bianca
Yeah.
and Rhea have been kept apart too, just as well as Becky. And I mean, they had a big Rumble moment, but that was about it. I just feel like, yeah, I mean, Bianca's kind of, she's never really cold, but she's kind of cold, right? She's kind of playing second fiddle to the whole damage control story with Bayley. And I think because, you know, if she was heated up right now, Bayley would look second fiddle herself, right? So, I mean, it's a fun idea. They just pretty much they've been building to the Becky match for 2 months now. You know, even when she comes out on Raw, she's talking about, I got to get to Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania, and McAfee on commentary has got to be, or Nia Jax. You know what I mean? So, it feels full-fledged go. You know, either match would be good. I just think it's definitely time to do Becky and Rhea.
Just bringing up the past of Triple H habits. That's all.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's fun. It's fun to think about.
Yep. So, and the reason why we close with this, I want to win $100 because I think Becky Lynch is winning this Elimination Chamber. How much money do I have to lay down to win $100?
You've got to put 2,000 down to win that 100. So it's pretty crazy. She becomes the fourth person on this show when there's only 4 matches. They're all 2,000 or higher. So not a lot of mystery going into this show, but her and Drew Mack are both minus 2,000 for their respective chambers. But
and that's far out. This is totally, these change once they get closer and they get, you know, plans get a little more keen. But this is a kind of a great estimate of what they are. So don't take these too seriously.
And with the show being offshore, there'll be more local action than there would be if it was in the U.S., I'm sure, too. So
yeah, get your bookie on the line at 5 a.m. on Saturday morning.
Yeah, like take 4,000 of my dollars to win 200 back. You know, a sound bet.
Yeah, that's something we do in college hoops, not in.
Right.
All right, Becky Lynch. As we get out of here, Mike, Becky Lynch. She's the right pick. She's the easy pick. I made the case for Belair, but this is definitely Becky Lynch's time to face Rhea Ripley. I love how they got that going with Becky really showing her insecurities to the world about maybe not matching up to Mommy. And then the innuendo of the Mommy versus the man just kind of writes itself. It's perfect. I think the timing is now. Belair would be cool and still would work, but I just think Becky is perfect for right now.
Yeah, and I think they did a good job with the Nia builds, her beating Becky to get to that match. You know, so you kind of have to bang that out first. That's going to obviously make Becky look like a huge star. I'm sorry, Rhea look like a huge star in her home country, beating Nia. And then, you know, hopefully they open the show with this women's match. So then when Rhea wins that match, Becky can come out and they can have the stare down and then it's full bore because the crowd will be electric for that. And it's really the best place to do it.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. Now, the last question to you, what time are you getting up Saturday morning?
I don't know. It's at 5 a.m. for us. It's with the network. If you don't start it on time, you've almost got to wait till it ends, right?
No, I think you can rewind now.
You can only rewind 90 minutes. I've tried it.
Oh, really? Breaking news.
So if you started at like 9 a.m. and it's still going on, which it probably won't be, but just throwing it out there, you're only going back an hour and a half. So you almost have to wait till it's done. I don't know. I'm thinking I'll probably be up for like the tail end of it and then just rewatch whatever's early after the fact. Because like we were saying, you know, the Cody segment's really going to be the only one with mystery to it, right? If The Rock's there or whatnot. The rest of this seems pretty cut and dry.
Cool. All right, Rossi. Well, we'll see you at WrestleMania season. And thanks as always, buddy.
All right. Sounds good, man. Enjoy.